brought back Robintrack founder Casey Primozic to lay out some of the most interesting trends he has seen in the past few months. Casey, great to have you back with us. And I know that you do interact with some of the users of the Robintrack data, and you urge them to download the data, use the data, share it with you. What are you seeing? We're talking about these momentum stocks. They're very popular on Robinhood in terms of trades. What have you noticed here?
So I've noticed that there's often a couple different modes that retail investors will be in. So sometimes they'll be in the sort of mean reversion. Well, they'll buy the dip and they'll sell it and take profits as the price comes back up. And then other times when things really start to pick up steam, people sort of convert into a trend following phase where they'll pick whatever the pack is doing and they'll jump on board even after it's gone up 50, 100, 200%. So it kind of depends on the stock and the attitude of the market as a whole.
Let's take Tesla. I mean, it seems like it has been until today on this unstoppable run. It may still be in that upward trajectory. What are you noticing? I mean, and how are you detecting this? Are you just seeing increased volume as the stock price continues to go higher when it comes to the activity on Robinhood?
So yeah, Robintrack keeps track of the total number of users that hold any shares in their portfolio. So back in 2018, when I first started collecting data, Tesla was one of the most mean reversion stocks out there. People would buy it when the price went down, and they'd sell it when it went up pretty regularly. The lines are very much opposite. And then at some point in the past year or so, that behavior changed. People started chasing the price up. People started buying in after big price increases, sort of as a trigger to get in rather than get out. It's possible that some people are still following the old strategy, but yeah, the trend is definitely going higher when the price goes up these days.
Yeah, Guy, I'm curious when you hear Casey talk about these sorts of trends in Tesla specifically, what do you think?
It's terrifying to me, yet I don't want to. I want to be careful because people have done really well with that strategy. So if people are making money, far be it for me to cast aspersions. But with that said, we've sort of, Dan alluded to this earlier. We have never really seen it before, but we've seen versions of it without question, and it never ends particularly well. So I just hope the people that are at home watching and implementing these strategies understand. This looks like a really easy game right now, but it gets very difficult very quickly, and I just hope people are prepared for that.
Yeah. Casey, the other trend that you're seeing on Robinhood and that you're tracking on Robintrack is this rise of the use of fractional shares, which is a relatively new phenomenon. But what is that enabling investors to buy at this point?
So fractional shares are really appealing to a lot of different investors who want to have a more balanced variety of portfolio while still having a smaller account size. So it's been very popular, and one example of this is in Berkshire Hathaway Class A shares, which are over $300,000 currently. You can see on the Robintrack data when they started rolling out the fractional shares because people started buying fractions of the the Class A shares, which there's only 2 or 3 people maximum who would ever hold it at the same time before they had fractional shares available.
Wow. And so now people are actually doing it. So that's interesting, too, because a lot of people think that the people who use Robinhood are ones that are in the Nikolas of the world, the Plug Powers, the workhorses, the ones that top the leaderboard every day. And they don't think about retail traders buying fractional shares of Berkshire Hathaway, for instance.
Yeah, for sure. So there's definitely a different variety of Robinhood traders out there. There's a lot of people who will buy based off of social trends. There's a lot of Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts, Twitter accounts that people very regularly frequent to get sort of trading ideas and share ideas with their peers. And I think that's one of the biggest sources of people's buying and selling decisions, at least for the short term, rather than long-term investment.
Casey, great to speak with you. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks for having me.